YouTube did something different and I did not get to post the beginning shot. So that's what I was thinking that I was doing. It definitely looks different on my screen, so we will we'll see what's going on. All right, let's see if it is popping up here on my YouTube page so that we can share it on over and have all of the good things. I don't see it popping in here yet. So hopefully we are on the right screen. If you guys see me, make sure, oh, here it came. Here it came. I can see it now. So let's go ahead and get this shared over to my Facebook page. Since today is definitely an out of the realm kind of day, I did not know when I was going to be going live. This morning, I did home delivered meals here in Marshfield. I started doing home delivered meals when my kids were in middle school. It was a class project. Post, there we go. All right, back to the YouTube. So yeah, it was a class project, and I mean, you know that there's people who need a little assistance, but you would never think that it was just, like literally to bring them a hot meal during the day and to check in to make sure that they're doing okay. So I have continued that on, and I even implemented with Simplicity where I work that we do one route every single week. So we do a route on Tuesday. So I grabbed Christmas Eve. I know it would be a hard date to fill, and we didn't have anything going on. So that is what I did today, and people are so very thankful. There are routes tomorrow, and we are on the sub list. So if something comes up and somebody can't do the route tomorrow, then they will contact us and we'll fill in. Like I said, it's super easy to do, and it means so much. And for us, right, my mother-in-law gets home delivered meals because Brian's an only child, and it's just an extra person that's checking in on her to make sure that she's up and going and that everything's okay. And if there is a time where like she's not answering the door or something like that, then they contact us too. I mean, even though she doesn't live that far away, or if we are out of the area, right? It's just that added security blanket for us, and then we know that she's going to get food and she's going to eat and not forget to have lunch and stuff. But anyways, I think I forgot to introduce myself, so in case there's somebody on here that doesn't know me, my name is Elizabeth Giles, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Marshfield, Wisconsin. I go by Stampin' Unicorns. As you can see on my shirt, oh, maybe that's not a good spot. There we go. I have unicorns pulling Santa. So, yep, very unique. And then I have a little reindeer ears and stuff on. I kept hitting this on the car, but tonight I will be volunteering. Well, my family is volunteering along with some people from Simplicity to do the Rotary Winter Wonderland lights. If you're not in Marshfield, or maybe you are and you don't know what they are, but Central Wisconsin, we have this amazing display of Christmas lights and Christmas scenes, and just it's very I don't know, like just warming feeling, right? There's no entrance fee, but they do collect goods for our local, like lots of local food pantries, and then donations as well. And if you can't walk through, so it's at the zoo, Wildwood Zoo. If you can't walk through the zoo, there is a drive-through area too. And you turn on your radio to a certain station, and then you can hear the lights, and the lights coordinate with the music. So it is so amazing. So we'll be down there from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock tonight. So make sure to say hi and all of the things. I mean, it is so beautiful, and I love doing it when the snow falls. I don't like the cold. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. I don't even know if I have a winter type jacket, but hey, it's okay. I will not freeze to death in 2 hours. It's actually pretty mild out there. It's like 28 degrees. Um, so it will be okay. It will be okay. But I really hope to see you guys tonight. If you can't make it to the lights tonight, it does go until the end of the year. So you have all the way until New Year's to check it out. And it is all volunteers. So nobody gets paid for any of that. Everything is volunteers. So it's beautiful, right? Even if you don't donate anything, still come down and enjoy the ambiance and the season of giving and living and all of the things. So, all right. Well, today, I sort of have something in mind. We will see how it works out. I wanted to start doing marker techniques. If you are unaware, during celebration, which starts January 7th until the end of February, you have the opportunity to sign up to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Now, that can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Being a demonstrator, you can do what I'm doing if you'd like. You can literally just shop for the discount. I have, well, my whole team pretty much just shops for themselves and gets a discount. You immediately get a 20% discount, and it can go up from there. But the first thing to know is this starter kit in January. You pay $99, no shipping, just tax, so like $105, let's say. You get to pick there's two different options, but the option that I'm really going to promote is you get to pick $125 worth of whatever you want, and then you get 2 sets of markers for free and an exclusive stamp set. So my thing is I'm going to show you guys what you can do with markers, because a lot of people are not looking at the markers, and I can totally see that. I use Stampin' Blends all the time. Those are not the markers I'm talking about. These are the markers I'm talking about. Like, they come in a set of 12, and I can show you the sets in the catalog. So I'm going to show you one marker technique today. And hopefully you like what it is. And if you already have the markers, or if you really don't want the markers, the other special is to get $155 worth of stuff for that $99. So you do have some other options, but it is definitely the time to join. Like, this is a really good special. So that's what I have in store today. As I mentioned, we're going to kind of be winging it and go from there. So let's go ahead and flip the camera around, and we will get started on class. And yeah, let's have some fun. All right. Ooh. And it always takes twice for me. Oh, you guys can see my messy closet. I was working on that a little bit today. Then let's see how good we are at being straight. And it always just tilts down on me. I don't know. And then we want to zoom in a little bit. Boop. Hey, that actually looks pretty decent right there. I think I want to just scooch this up. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, first things first, I totally forgot to color in for Alaska last month. So let's do that. I'm just going to grab the Copacabana marker. And we did get quite a few points. I earned points towards this trip a few different ways. If you are in my downline, I get points on if you promote, if you become a qualified recruit, which is only $900 in purchases. I also get points on my sales. So we are up to 4,000. What was it here? Give me just a second. 4,782. So we're going to do because 5,000 would be right in here. So just a little less than 5,000. So let's fill that in. I mean, we are 2 months in. We can do it. We can do it. I'm already projected at the end of December to be over 7,000. So I don't know if we can make that any better, but this is the trip to Alaska. I should have explained it. So in order to earn the trip to Alaska as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you need to get 40,000 points. And so I just kind of mark it off and keep track that way because it's fun, right? Okay, so that's the only like stuff we got going on. Remember when you pop in to say hi and put your name on the thing. I forgot to look who commented last week before I started. So I think I will, next week, Tuesday, I will give away last week's and this week's, just cause. So this week, like I was saying, we are going to work on marker techniques. Now the first technique we're going to do is uses a block. Well, my block is a little sticky, so I also thought I would show you what I do to clean my blocks. Now this is rubbing alcohol, or if you want to pronounce that out, you can. But you need to get an alcohol that is over like 80%. I usually get this 91. Works like a charm. The reason is because it dries quicker and it also is a little bit more potent. So I'm just putting a little bit of that on my cotton swab. Let me get my hair out of there. You'll also see that I have a little bit of like stays on my block, and that's going to come right off as well. So there's just lots of good reasons to use this rubbing alcohol, but it really does get the sticky off along with everything else. And it'll just take a little bit of elbow grease here on that stays on. It's been on there a little bit, as you can tell. But just, you know, keep moving. So that's gone. And then I just go over the whole thing. We're going to flip it around, get all the edges, and it's going to dry super quick. Super quick. But this way, you know, when you're doing this technique, that there's no bumps on the block, because you want to have a solid block. Okay, we're gonna let that just sit and dry. And actually, while I have my alcohol, I may as well just give this a good buff. Now, I found these card packs left over from my last stamp camp. Okay, now we should be good. Left over from my last stamp camp. We kind of went through these cards during my birthday week too. So I found a card pack that had the supplies in it, right? The happy birthday and then the cardstock. So we're going to use this for our technique today. And since this already had Coastal Cabana in it, I went ahead and grabbed my color wheel and turned it to Coastal Cabana to see what kind of colors I thought would go with. So I wanted to do like a triad, but I only wanted to actually use 2 of those colors. So we're going to use Coastal Cabana and Fresh Freesia. So I have those 2 markers here. And then I have a big block. This is the E block. Oh, E for Elizabeth. And then these are already cut out. This is from a die set, and I believe it's called Wanted to Say. And then I just have 2 pieces of cardstock here. The background is thick white, and then the front is just our basic white, and then an envelope. And I just realized I grabbed out my spritzer tool, but I did not put any water in it. So give me a moment while I go and do that, because we definitely need water for this technique. So why don't you guys tell me what color you like to use with Coastal Cabana while I wait? Can't believe I forgot to do this. There we go, just a little bit of water. Okay, I am coming back. Like, I'm going to show this technique, and it needs 3 things: markers, water, and a block. And I forgot to get the water. But normally you guys see me use these Stampin' spritzers to do my ribbon tie technique, and I don't ever have anything in them. But here we're going to use the water. Okay, so we're going to take our old card away. We're not making that one. We're going to do a technique. And I got this new, and those of you who have been watching my videos or talking to me know this is a brand new set out of the upcoming mini catalog. And I said, I don't need another butterfly set, but I do. And I got it. I got it for half price. So I just, we're only going to use the stamped images today, but check out, this is one of those 3D embossing folders. And then it's also a hybrid. So if I would to take this, and there's 2 sets. It does not come with these magnetic sheets on, but they're just magnetic vent covers. And I just put mine on there. But there's 2 whole sets. Now, if I wanted to, I could put this on here, and it would emboss it and cut it out at the same time. So that's what the hybrid part of it does. You can use, obviously, you can use the dies alone. You can use the embossing part alone. You can use the stamp set alone, which is what we're doing today. But I just wanted to show you how ginormous this whole bundle is. So yeah, when you order the bundle, you get all 3 of these items. This starts January 7th, okay? All right, so for today, we're going to do nothing on the inside of that yet, but we're going to use this piece. And I want to add, so just like when we're using our photopolymer stamps, you want to have a little bit of a cushion. So we're going to bring in this cushion because our block is going to be our stamp. And we're just going to do a watercolor type background. So I needed to use Coastal Cabana because that was the colors in my happy birthday. And we are going to go ahead and just, I'm going to start in the middle and literally just scribble. Now these markers have 2 ends. You have your awesome brush end, which is what we're using right now. And then the other side was reformatted this year to be like a bullet point. Ooh. So it's a little thicker than what it used to be. Now we're going to take our fresh freesia, and we're going to come in on this side and try and get right up to where those 2 match. We don't want to get too close, but just right up in there. And I purposely made the purple just a little bit bigger because we're going to put the happy birthday over that side. All right, so now that we have this, and I don't know if you guys can see that, literally just right on there. I'm going to just move that out of the way for a second. And we're going to spritz. I'm just going to put a piece of paper down to catch. And you don't want to spritz too much, but enough. And our spritzers are like perfect for this. They don't get like, it's like a nice fine mist. So I'm going to go, yeah, that many times. Until you kind of start seeing it get a little muddled. Now we're going to bring this back in, flip it over, and stamp. You can just see, did you see that when I put it down? And I'm just going to give it a little bit of a wiggle. I probably needed a little bit more water here. But literally just, woo! Look at how pretty that is. So we're going to give that a moment to dry. While we do, I'm just going to get this cleaned up. And we're going to do our inside. Our inside of our card. All right. So we have happy birthday on the outside. Let's do time to celebrate on the inside. A nice photopolymer set. And probably another butterfly. right here. Okay. I do love me a good butterfly set. So even though I didn't think I needed it, it just offered a little bit something else. Now, since this is a brand new photopolymer, I'm just going to give it a rub. There is like a protective coating on these, just like the curing process. That's how it works. So we'll just give that a little bit of a rub. Bring this back in. And I did have that scored already at 4 1/4. Just a standard thick white card base. And let's open it up to the inside. We're going to use the markers again. So the butterflies are all going to get stamped in black. And then we'll use these markers. So this is, I guess, another technique for the markers. However, it's not like anything mind-blowing. Just going to color the tattoo in the Fresh Freesia. And then Celebrate in our Coastal. And I probably should have wiped this off after I rubbed it. I see a little bit of marks. We'll see how it stamps. All right. After you do your coloring, you want to Darth Vader it. So you just give it a good huff. And we got to get this photopolymer this underneath. That's stamped a little bit funky. So we're going to do it again because whichever one I like better is going to be the inside of the card. And that was probably my fault, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's do it one more time. One more time. Let's do it again. Oh, that's like 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Let's do it again. 1st and 10. Okay. I was not a cheerleader in high school, but I went to a lot of games and celebrated and yelled with the cheerleaders because, you know, you got to support your peoples. Support your teams. Now I can't get that out of my head. It's almost like this is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Okay, we're going to fold this so that this celebrates to the the outside, which will get covered up. Darth Vader this. And let's see how this one looks. Oh yeah, that one looks a lot better. Yep. And then I did not get my E all the way, so I'm going to use the bullet end of this. I just hit this with my antlers. And just give it a little time to celebrate. Okay, now let's do our lovely butterfly. When I'm using photopolymer, I prefer to use Memento Black. It's just not as sticky. I don't want to, I'm going to stamp this on this side first. Oh yeah, that stamped really good. Okay. There we are. It just doesn't have as much of a stick to it. Okay, so that's going to be our inside. This is going to be our outside. I did just smudge that. It will be okay. All right, so now back to this. It needs to just get a little bit more dry. So we're going to take our heat tool. If you have the newest heat tool that has 2 settings on it, I would just use the low setting and go from there. I'm going to give it a dry from the back side because it's curling up the other way. And see how that flattened out for me? See, that's curling up again. So we're going to go from the back side and just flatten it out. Okay. I think that's pretty dry. Yep, it is. All right, back to our mat, and we're going to get out the big butterfly. There is a nice big one in here. Holy bejeepers. Okay. Get off of there. Woo! That did not want to give me any luck. All right. We'll go ahead and ink this up. And then we'll probably do a practice stamp because it's a brand new photopolymer. I mean, I, like to make sure that it goes good. And yep, that looks pretty good. So we'll do that again. Just get it nice and primed. That's the word, primed. Okay. And before I started today, I did ink up my memento. There we go. That little piece right there is just, but it's fine. I did ink up my memento. So, okay, this is still a little curly on me, and I keep getting ink all over. All right. So I want to stamp it like this because the words are going to go over the purple side. Beautiful. I love it. All right, let's go ahead and get this glued down, taped down, I guess. I got some tape here. And then we'll fix our blemishes. Blemishes only give us more room to embellish. That's going to go right down. On there. Okay. Well, I know I'm not going to embellish up there in that corner. So I'm going to grab my sand eraser. When you purchase one of the art kits from me, or the sticky kits from me, you get the sand eraser in this kit. So it's not something that Stampin' Up! Sells, but I find that it's really helpful. Okay. And what it does is it removes the top layer of your paper. I'm going to put this on first because that might get covered up a little bit. I should have stamped my butterfly over further. We'll have to just put it up higher. It's okay. Adjust. All the things. All right. Last week I showed how to use the awesome sticky adhesive to make your die cuts into stickers, the double-sided adhesive. Would highly recommend that for like words like this. Makes it very easy to utilize. Also, if you are a scrapbooker and use any sort of die cut letters, very, very easy to add your projects then with that double-sided adhesive. Ooh. Okay. My sticky fingers. Sticky fingers. This we're going to dimension. So add some pop dots to the back. Stampin' Dimensionals. It looks like I only have mini ones in my little toolkit here at the moment. So we will add several of these guys. The mini ones do work really well. You get a ton of them. And even if I didn't use the mini ones, I probably would have ended up using 7 regular sized ones on here. So it was probably a better option to use these mini ones. Okay. That's going to go right up here. Look at that, covered up most of my blemishes. We're just going to bring in this for right there. See if I can get that erased. Perfect. All right, now let's see what we have. Oh, I think I know what we're going to use. We have these really pretty gems. They're purple adhesive back sequins. These are in the Celebration catalog, so you would be able to get those for free. Or we have these sunny day iridescent dots, and this is kind of the Costa Cabana color. So we could use either one of those. And those dots are in the January through April mini catalog coming up. So let's take a look. Because we've used a lot of those sequins, but the sequins might be I think we're going to have to use the sequins again because we have a lot of Costa Cabana on here. So let's use the rest of these, or we'll use the white actually. The white has a little bit of like a greenish tint to them, like a green and purple. So those would probably be the best option. All right, let's take that right there. And usually I put just 3 on. However, I feel like I want some down here too. So let's grab a big one and a little one for down here. There we go. We're going to move that one off a little bit. There. Okay. So here is a cool card with the marble background technique with the markers. We're actually going to do one more card today with this same technique. So my mom's birthday is coming up. So last week we actually made a card for my sister's birthday. And my mom's birthday is on New Year's. So if she doesn't watch this, I will probably give this next card to her. I'm just going to grab my cleaners. Very, very easy technique to do. Come on, get back where you belong. We're going to be using a skinnier block for the next one, which I should have double checked to make sure that that block was clean as well. I also use the rubbing alcohol to clean my ink pads, especially after like when I do my card buffets and that kind of stuff, where they get kind of disgusting from everyone using them and loving them. But okay, so beautiful butterflies, put that on your list. We're going to be using this some more, not today, but in the future here. Okay, the next card was, let me move that, was this card here. So I just have, again, it's white, literally. And I don't think we're going to use these pieces, but I just wanted to show you, you know, what it was. Because I want to use yellow. My mom's favorite colors are yellow. So that's why I'm trying to use that. Plus, we're using the friendly seagulls here. And there is this, I love you more than French fries. So I thought we could try and make them look like French fries. So I came to the color wheel here and went to complementary. So I'm going to try using these 4 colors to try and make like a background that looks like fries, essentially. Here's the black that we're using. Oh yeah, look at that. That is definitely not clean. Let me just clean that. I don't want to have like another hue that may be on the black to like come through either. So that's another reason why you want to make sure your blocks are nice and clean when you're doing this set type of technique. I usually go through and clean my blocks like every 3 to 4 months. While I have this out, I may as well just do this one. It's just so fulfilling in a way too. Okay, that's all good. We are going to be using the I love you more than French fries. I love you more than French fries. French fries. And then we have a seagull that looks like he's got French fries. Just take that out. And we have these French fries. Okay. Let's give this a whirl. Like I said, I have not really done this at all before today. So we're going to fold our thick cardstock in half. And actually, since this might curl on me, we're going to just grab some scrap white. Yeah, let's do that. So these are 1 3/4 inches. So let's just cut them to 4 inches. Then they'll really kind of look like French fries. We're going to make a sideways card, or yeah, kind of like this. Okay, so 3 pieces that are 1/4 by 4 inches. And we're going to try coloring each one of these. I'm not sure like how it will look. We might have to cut them down a little bit, but it'll be okay. All right, let's bring in our mat and our scrap paper. We're going to have to do a little bit of spritzing. Here's my wet paper. So we'll keep that wet, and then this will be, because I don't know if that's going to go over. Okay, so first things first, we're going to color. Now I have 4 colors here. I feel like 3 of them is going to be a good number. So I'm just going to like put them in an order, and then we'll play with them. Because each one's going to look a little different. Or maybe we do all 4. I don't know. So this one here is Lemon Lolly. Then we have Daffodil. Maybe we will do all 4. Yeah, we can do all 4. What the heck? Crushed Curry. And then the last color is Wild Wheat. So I do have to make a little disclaimer. If you order the color wheel, it will not have this color on there because it is only for this year. And then it's gone. Or wait. Well, it's an in color. So in the in colors, they did not put on the ones that they were selling to customers or to demonstrators. I got it because I was at an event where I received the color wheel from Stampin' Up! And then they reformatted it because everybody wanted it. So, okay, here we go. We're going to spritz this just with our water a couple of times till I think it's good. And let's grab one of these pieces. We'll just go on the end here. We're going to stamp it. Ooh, I might have saturated that one too much. We shall see. Ooh, that looks good though. All right. So that will go there. And we'll just get our cleaner, wipe it off, and go again. Especially when you're dealing with these lighter colors, you definitely don't want to get that any sort of which way. Okay. Lemon Lolly, Daffodil, Delight. Ooh. Crushed Curry. And Wild Wheat. I also like that when you're doing this over and over again, right, you're going to get slightly different variations based on how much spacing you do. Okay, let's get this. And our next one. And stamp it. Now I'm just using regular white. You could use a watercolor. And then if you didn't like here, I didn't get enough water, you could spritz more water. But that's not what I'm kind of going for. I'm just showing you guys this awesome technique and how you can utilize just your regular papers. And also, like, you get a whole set of markers, right? And you do this technique, you can make whatever backgrounds you want, whatever colors are needed. Think like graduations or weddings or anything like that. You could absolutely do whatever colors are for that special occasion. Like I was saying, my mom's favorite color is yellow, so that's why I was thinking of this. And then the French fries, just, you know, seagulls playing with French fries. How stinking cute. Makes me think of the beach and good times and all of the good things. Okay. Well, let's go. I also remember when we took a vacation to Florida. I don't remember much about this vacation, but I do remember we had a Chevette, a hatchback Chevette, and the Chevette, I always had to sit in the middle. I don't know what it was, but I was always stuck in the middle. Look at how different each one of these looks. Awesome. Well, we went to the beach and fed the seagulls bread. At that time, of course, we didn't really know bread's not good for animals and such. But those seagulls covered our car like you wouldn't believe. All you saw was seagulls everywhere. So it does kind of remind me of that as well. Okay, let's see. We are just going to line these up. So again, I kind of thought they looked like French fries. Maybe kind of like this. And I feel like we could stamp the seagull right on there. Maybe stamp the French fries, like maybe 2 packs, and then do a circle punch out for the scene. So let's give it a whirl. This one's already pretty dry. And again, I am just going to use black Memento ink. I think I'm actually going to put, yeah, let's put you on this block instead. And that, it feels like it needs to be just slightly drier. We're going to just ink, get it warmed up here, let it dry. Oh yeah, that's all it needed. Okay, Memento black. Oh, what a cute seagull. Look at that, yeah. All right, let's stamp him right there. Oh, he's stinking cute. All right, this one needs to be a little dried as well. Not too much. They're pretty good. And then we will grab a teeny tiny block. Well, or a medium block. This one's not that tiny. Okay. And 1, 2. Okay. And then lastly, let's grab another piece of scrap white. Should have one up here in my bin. Ooh, that's a big piece of white. We will save that for another time. Oh, well, maybe we won't. I'm not finding any other. Oh, here's one. It's a smaller than that other one that I found. And let's stamp our sayings. There we go. Let's try that one more time. I think I just held it down too long. Okay. There, that's a little less blotchy. Okay, we're going to grab our circle punch. See what size fits. This is the 2-inch. Oh yeah, that's like perfect right there. Okay. Now let's also see if I have this. Kind of wanna, oh yeah, I do like that. Okay. So we're just gonna take the brush end of our marker and go across the more. And then I'm gonna do that on the French fries. Also, just to give it a little bit of a zing. Okay, that's gonna get popped up. I also have this ribbon here. Yes. Okay, come out of here. So we have from the January, April catalog. Hey, Joanne. This Daffodil Delight ribbon. So Joanne, today we are doing a marker technique to make it look like watercolor. So I am on the second card, so you'll have to grab the replay, but thanks for joining. So I think this will look cute across there and tied at the top too. All right. So let's go ahead and tape this down. I don't think I'm adding, maybe we'll add just some French fries to the inside. And if I end up giving this to her for her birthday, then I'll just add a birthday. Oh, this card definitely needs some French fries on the envelope too. I said some French fries to the inside. Okay, where's my envelope? Here it is. Oh, yeah. Okay. French fries galore. Super duper. Okay, now we're going to assemble the outside. Let's give this a good burnishing. I don't know where I keep picking up black ink, but look, again, it must be on the ink pad. Oh, yeah, now that I'm looking at it. See, I should have wiped this down. I bet you that's part of it. I have the alcohol on my hands. And it's also on here. Okay. I think if I rub that too much, it might bring the sticker information off. So just be careful with that. But let's just get what we can. If you have any cuts on your hands, don't do this. It will burn. It will burn, baby, burn. Okay. But we'll be okay. Let's put down our... We're going to set them out again. Yeah, just kind of like that. I put a lot of adhesive on there. I don't want to make, I want to make sure it doesn't curl up. Like the sides could have a little dimension to it, that's fine, but I don't want like it coming off of the paper. Okay. All right. I am really liking this, you guys. I didn't initially get this Seagull stamp set from the Celebration offerings because I'm like, what? But I really like fun sayings. So, like, I do have to get it. All right. Now we're going to wrap our ribbon around and tie it at the top. Give it a good knot in here. There we go. Get a good pair of scissors and snip it. I have to get a new paper snips for just my ribbon because my other one that I was using, I ended up using it not for the right thing, and now it will not cut my ribbon. So we are just relying on this other scissors. Okay. And this one is going to get dimensions. Boom, boom. We will do 5, 1 in the middle. Nobody likes a saggy middle. Hello, Crafty Coco. Welcome. So here we go. Let's just shimmy this over a little bit. And maybe down. Yes. Let's see how we like this. I love you more than French fries. Yeah, I think that's about in the right area. And then, of course, we have to have some sort of embellishments. I mean, we have the ribbon, but we do have, these are kind of a gold. These are yellow, but kind of not any of the yellows that have come out in our designs. So I'm just grabbing our newest ones. Oh, there's some hearts. Oh, let's do the gold hearts. So these gold hearts are from our online exclusives that came out in November. So if you have not found those, all you do is go straight to my website, Elizabeth Giles, that's stampinup.net, and then you can click on the what's new, or you can even just click on the online exclusives itself. So let's grab a big one and put a big one like right there. And then we will grab a teeny tiny one and put that right there, and then a medium size one. Because I always like 3, right? Maybe we'll, oh, right here. Look at this. Ha! Awesome. And then our envelope. So yeah, just a neat technique to do with your markers and a block. I hope you guys enjoyed what we came up with, some leftover card scraps that we had. Let me just grab the other one. This was the other card we ended up making. I forgot to do the envelope for that one, so I'll have to do that afterwards. But both of them use the same background technique, just a little different. So I hope you enjoyed. I will be coming on again. I do a YouTube live every single Tuesday. Typically, it's around 7:30 p.m. Central Time. For tonight, I am volunteering at a local organization for Christmas Eve doing our Rotary Wonderland lights. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know. We will be doing more marker techniques coming up here to coordinate with the upcoming celebration, where you can sign up to be a demonstrator and get the markers for free. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.